Life is based on principles. Life is governed by principles. But if you are going to be looking for miracles or waiting for miracles, you are going to wait for a long time to come. You are going to wait forever. If you are going to be waiting for miracles and depending on miracle, then those people will be weak because you are at the mercy. You are at the mercy of nature. You are at the mercy of God. You are at the mercy of whoever is sending the miracle. Because even if you are expecting miracles from God, if God doesn't perform, you are helpless. You are powerless. So you don't control God. You cannot tell God when to perform, when not to perform. It is God that knows when He will perform. So when you are waiting on miracles, you are weak. You are helpless. But when you depend on cause and effect, then you could go and discover the principles that are behind whatever you desire to have or whatever you want to have. So once you discover the principles, then you can put one and one together and always know that it is two. And you can put two and two together and always know that it is four. So it is principled guided lifestyle that leads to progress and advancement and civilization. But when your lifestyle, your value system is based on cause, is based on miracles or on superstition, where you'll be at the mercy. You'll be at the mercy of nature. You'll be at the mercy of elements of the world. You'll be at the mercy of all the things that are happening, and you always be saying, "We don't know." Okay, just like yesterday now. I mean, just even today, just now, I was listening to a program from Nigeria, and they were telling me that everybody should go and pray. For what? But this was an old program. We are going to be playing against indomitable lions of, indomitable lion of Cameroon. Yes, the football team. So Nigeria has to pray. Everybody go and pray, because we must qualify. So you think I discovered that I spoke to another prayer from Cameroon. They too are praying over there. Then when they go to World Cup, both Cameroon and Nigeria, all of them who are praying, they all lose. And you know who they lose to? They lose to Germany that doesn't pray. It's rubbish. Life doesn't depend. And after the games and before the games, you see all Nigerian players praying. Well, maybe it helps them psychologically, but skills is what wins the game. It's cause and effect that matters. That cause and effect. Can you show me the football something? I have a video here that talks about that. But in Nigeria today, can you imagine that even pastors are telling their members, that it is prayer that makes them to win games. Let me show you one of the videos here. You'll be flabbergasted. You'll be surprised that pastors who are supposed to be progressive, pastors who are supposed to be educated, pastors who are supposed to be, to be educated. I think these people are just bringing Nigeria backward. Either these pastors are absolute ignorant, or they are, I don't know what's wrong with them. I don't even know what to call them. I don't even know how to qualify these pastors. And and the gullible people of my country are rejoicing. They are shouting, and they are thinking the pastors are anointed. But they don't know that they are just, I'm sorry to say, they are just ignorant pastors. They are not anointed. They are ignorant. And they are putting people in their ignorance and burying people more in ignorance. Let's see this video and you'll tell for yourself.
Season of science. And it has no barrier. On Sunday, this Sunday, in our sixth service, one of our members who had bought a football club in Europe, he bought a football club in Europe. He had told me since that he bought the club. When he went,
bought a club.
The club has their own stadium in that country. That is their own. He went, anointed the stadium, and people were looking at him. And one of the white men told the partner, the coach, he said,
the country doesn't have name.
People are doing something in the stadium, and we don't know what they are doing. He was anointing the stadium. By the time he finished anointing the stadium, he anointed the players, and he left a bottle of oil for the coach. He said, before you go for any match, anoint the players.
The mumu of Nigerians, don't
anoint yourself.
Now, wow.
The first match they went, they scored 8-1. Wait.
Look at the guy. He's even happy. He's even rejoicing. I thought he was crying. Instead of him to be crying, he's rejoicing. This Nigeria, if this thing works, if this thing, I mean, if you are going to be making a big deal, they want 8-0, 8-1. When is that team are they in the UEFA Cup? Or they are in the, what they call that one? Champions League. They call it. Are they in the Champions League? I've never heard of a team in Europe winning Champions League with 8-0. That should be Barcelona. It should be Barcelona. Barcelona, maybe, do you mean Nigeria has brought Barcelona? Or Real Madrid? You mean Nigeria has bought Real Madrid? I mean, which is ludicrous. If this thing works, if your oil is so powerful, take it to Nigerian Super Eagles now. Let them go and win World Cup. Even this guy is supposed to think elementarily that, don't let me say this thing, because if I'm saying this thing, elementary question people will ask. If this thing works like this, and why has the Nigerian national team not done anything, not qualified, not ever won anything major in the world, something? Why is it that they are not winning any? Why is it that nobody knows of this club? If they are winning with this oil, they are supposed to have gotten to the top somewhere. I mean, silly kind of, what they call testimonies. That is just mesmerizing people for nothing. I mean, on zero, just deception. This is pure deception. Start it again. Let's hear the story.
He said unto them, go ye into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature. He that believeth and is baptized shall be saved, but he that believeth not shall be damned. And these signs shall follow them that believe. In my name shall they cast out devils. They shall speak with new tongues. They shall take confine the word with signs following. Somebody say amen. Say it louder, amen. Say it louder, amen. Look at the neighbor, say we are in the season of science. And it has no barrier. On Sunday, this Sunday, in our sixth service, one of our members who had bought a football club in Europe. He bought a football club in Europe.
Europe no have no name.
That he bought the club.
Europe is not a country now.
When he went, and the club has their own stadium in that country.
In Europe.
That is their own. He went, anointed the stadium.
That is
and
their
people
own.
were looking at him.
But you already said it's their
and
own.
one of the white men told the partner, the coach, he said, these black people are doing something in the stadium and we don't know what they are doing. He was anointing the stadium. By the time he finished anointing the stadium, he anointed the players. And he left a bottle of oil for the coach. He said, before you go for any match, anoint the players. And anoint yourself.
This is why confusion is.
The first match they went, they scored 8-1.
Why is he so happy? As if that World Cup they won.
Just let us save habit. 8-1. 8-1. As if there was no goalkeeper.
And can you see the people around the men pleasers?
They scored 4-1.
They are laughing, they are rejoicing.
They kept on scoring like that.
Stop. You see those
until the coach
sacrifices that are around him, they are boosting his ego, laughing and supporting him in stupidity and foolishness. Continue, Jerry.
And called him and said, "Okay, the thing is working."
It's working.
They have never seen such a thing in their life.
Make you bring up the World Cup. Make you come work there.
When you get the clip, I'm sure I thought you projected it on something. Let us see. What are you talking about? This matters that is pastoring all white people. No barrier. Lift your right hand, people, and say, it is my time for signs. It is my time for wonders. In the name of Jesus. Take your seat. I'm sure they'll get that trip and show us. Now, this is the point of the matter. From Mark chapter 16, from verse 15 all the way to verse 20, it said.
You see, stop. You see all the people, you see the crowd, eh? Now, what is this? Why is this bad for our psyche and for our nation? Now, once you begin to get fed with this kind of information, that all you need is for the pastor, or is for you to go and see the pastor, and for the pastor to pray for you, or for you to get a bottle of oil. So you begin to downplay on expertise. You begin to downplay. You begin to downplay on professionalism. You begin to downplay on, being the best in everything you do. You begin to downplay on striving to push yourself to the limit. So, whenever you are telling people that the reason why they won is not because of hard work, you are killing the virtue of hard work in the mind of the people. Because you are downplaying and downgrading hard work. Whenever you are telling people the reason they won is because they came for some prayers, then you know what you are sowing in the subconscious of the people? Subconsciously, everybody will begin to think, what I really need to pass my exams is prayers. Or what I need to be able to carry out that contract is to get to the man of God. Is prayers, or is to get a bottle of oil. You are, building people's faith to rest on superstition and to rest on miracles rather than on laws, on principles. And the principles of life is that only hard work maketh rich. Only diligence makes rich. And excellence comes only through hard work and diligence. If you don't do excellent work, you will not succeed. Success comes only through hard work. Because if this thing has been true, and it's a lie too. Because what is truth? Truth must be consistent. Truth must be universal. And truth will work at all times. So if you are saying it is oil that has helped those people, then that oil must be able to work at all times. That oil must be able to perform at all times. That oil must be able to make them win all other games. And that oil must have been able to make them to be the champion of Europe so far. Maybe that team is not even a first division. Yeah. Maybe it's not even a first division team. I'm sure it's not a first division team. And if it's in some country, it will be in some, strange country somewhere there in Europe. Or maybe if it's in some normal European countries, it will be second, third, or even fourth divisional kind of team. I mean, don't be mesmerizing people. And the whole idea is to mesmerize people, for people to begin to think that, we have some anointing in our pastor or in our church, that anything will just happen to you, even if you don't qualify for it. The reason why people get the result they get is because they work hard for it. What we should be teaching our people is that anytime you see results, it is because somebody has worked hard for it. Anytime you see results, it's because some laws some people have abided by some laws. If the people have abided by some laws, some principles have been fulfilled. Because life is based on laws and principles. And only as we abide and follow those principles, things work out. Things don't just work out by miracles. So then somebody will ask me, so you mean there are no miracles then? No, there are miracles, and I do believe in miracles. But miracles are exceptions. Life is not supposed to be run by miracles. Life is supposed to be run by principles. And that's why the topic of today is weak nations are the nations that believe in miracles. You go and look for nations where people are running after miracles, depending on miracles for everything they do. They will be in weak and poor nations. But strong nations, they don't depend on miracles. Even though they know miracles don't happen, even though they might expect miracles, or they only expect miracles only after they have done their best. But when you begin to live and expect just miracles, you will become weak. But strong nations, they live by laws and principles, especially the principles of cause and effect. They know that if you don't do anything, you don't expect anything. If you don't sow, you don't reap. If you don't do anything, it is abnormal for you to be expecting some results. Let's see some of the fallacy that these pastors are promoting. And this kind of mentality, okay, you can go to and play soccer and win 9-8-0, 8-1 just because of oil, just because of prayers. So, and if those kind of fallacy that are being promoted that are now giving back to a country where Nigerians are no more competitive, where Nigerians are no more hard workers, where Nigerians will rather go to night prayers rather than to go and study and to go and work in the laboratory and to go and do research. They would rather go and be depending on their oil and the mantle and whatever bottle somebody has given them, instead of them to, depend on what God has spoken to. Instead of them depending on what God has already put in place. Instead of them depending on their knowledge, on their expertise, on their understanding, on the laws, principles. It shouldn't surprise you that all the people who are winning the World Cups, they never use those oil. All the people who are winning who are becoming billionaires, who are ruling the world, who are inventing everything we are using today, they don't use any of those oil. Why? Because it is irrelevant. Those oil and those prayers are irrelevant for success. When you are talking about success, you might need prayers only after you have done your best. And God might bless you only, because you have done your best already. If you have not done your best, you have not done the maximum that you could do, and you are asking God to bless you, you are playing on God's intelligence. You are tempting God. If you have been watching our videos and maybe you enjoy them, maybe you don't enjoy them, but still, we need you to help us spread the word. And for that to happen, we only need you to take 5 little steps. Please help us spread this word by liking the video. Then, if you have not yet subscribed to our channel, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We also need you to press the notification button, and the way to do that is to click on the bell. You see the bell there? Click on it. Then, of course, leave your comments. Let's know what you're thinking about each video. And finally, we need you to go and share the word. Share this video on your Facebook timeline, on your Instagram, and every other platform that you have. All right? Let's win the world for Christ. Thank you so much. Peace.